Okay, I am writing a paper on climate change for an English class. And I'm clicking on Google Chrome, going to Google. Google is the search engine that I usually use. And I'm going to just start out, and I'm just gonna search climate change and see what comes up. So these all at the top look like ads, so I'm going to scroll past the ads. I'm going to go to the NASA website. It seems like it would be a good source of reliable information. Alright, and it says, what is climate change evidence? How do we know climate change is real? That seems like it would be good information to know. This picture looks like it would be good to have. So I'm going to open a Word document. I'm going to copy this image. Paste that image in there. This website seems like it has a lot of good information, and it has links to other articles with information about climate change. So I'm just going to copy this link and put it right by the picture. Okay, there we go. And then I clicked enter so it would make it a hyperlink. So I can go back and click on it later. I'm just going to continue to scroll through these, see if anything jumps out at me. Okay, I'm going to go back into the Google search, and I can always come back to this page if I decide that I want to. And since this is for an English class, I see the definition of climate change right here and how it is defined. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it to the Word document. I'm going to write definition. So when I go back, I can know why I put that there. And I see there's Wikipedia on here, but everyone says it's a bad source, so I'm going to skip it. And takepart.com, never heard of that website, I'm going to skip it. The Guardian, I'll click on that to see what that is. Seems interesting. Looks like on this website they don't talk about it specifically, but just reference different articles and issues going on, maybe because of climate change. I think this would be useful to come back to. I could take a look at some of these links that they have here. Okay, I've just pasted that into the document. Okay, the New York Times has an article called Short Answers to Hard Questions About Climate Change. I'm going to click on that because the New York Times is a big news place, so I think they would have some good information about my topic. While I'm looking through this link, I really like this link because it clearly defines what they're going to talk about in the paragraph before they talk about it. So it makes it easy to skip over what information I don't think that I need and what information that I do want to read about. So I'm also going to go back and paste this into my document. Scrolling back to my list into Google again, and I'm seeing a lot of ads on here. I don't know whether to click on these or not. Climate Change Eco Watch. I'm going to click on this just to check it out and see what it is. This also seems to be another link that has a bunch of links to other articles relating to climate change. This one's that talks about plastic pollution. This one talks about the President and the Pope and his essay on climate change. I'm going to copy this link again, even though I might end up not using all of these links. It's good to have all of them to go back on, just in case. Alright, and this does say it's an ad website, but I'm going to click on the NRDC website. It seems like an organization that was asking for donations, so it might be a little bit biased. So I'm going to go back. I'm not going to take note with that website. I want to find more unbiased sources and just focus on facts. Okay, nature.com. This is not an ad. I'm going to click on it. This website seems it wants me to buy access to the information. I'm not going to do that. Alright, I'm now on the second page, so I'm going to click on this website, World Bank Data on Climate Change, just to see what it is. looks like there's a good graph here on the CO2 emissions. This doesn't seem to have a ton of information that I need, so I'm going to go back. And I'm actually going to revisit the NASA page and click on some of the things that they had. I don't like Internet Explorer. It opened Internet Explorer when I clicked on the hyperlink, so I'm going to exit out of that. And paste it into my Google Chrome window. I'm going to click on the causes page of the NASA because that would definitely help me on the topic for my paper, because we want to know exactly how we have gotten to this point. I see some of these references here that NASA has, so I'm going to click on this one. Global Climate Change Impacts the United States by Cambridge University Press. This is another one of articles where they want you to pay to view it. So I'm going to exit out of that and continue to look at the NASA website because it seems to have a lot of good information. I'm going to post these different links on the NASA page. Okay, for the future effects, NASA website links to the third National Climate Assessment Report. So I'm going to click on that. It took me to a link on globalchange.gov. And I'm going to explore the highlights of this report and see what it says. I want to explore the overview. Report. I want to click on Observed Change because that's a lot of what my paper is going to focus on. This actually seems like a really good website. There's so much information that has graphs and pictures. This page focuses on the observed change. So I'm going to copy this and paste into my Word document. And then I'm going to go back and explore more pages on this website. The recent U.S. temperature trends, something that a lot of people talk about. So, okay. That actually went by kind of fast.
So I've been told. People are